If your dog suddenly started talking, and the first thing it said was, "Something's here," would you check? Or would you stay in bed and pretend you didn't hear it? Because in both of these stories, the dogs knew something was wrong long before the people did.
I'll be the first to admit, I didn't expect much from the buttons. You've probably seen them online. Those plastic pads you record words into so pets can talk. Stuff like food, outside, play. It's more of a novelty than anything real. That's what I thought too.
My dog, Cookie, picked it up faster than I expected. Within a couple of weeks, she was using them consistently. Food meant food. Outside meant outside. Simple cause and effect. Nothing impressive. Nothing creepy. At least not at first. One night, around 2:30 in the morning, I woke up to the sound of my own voice echoing faintly from the living room. Strange. There was a pause. Then again. Strange. I stayed in bed, staring at the ceiling. Cookie sometimes stepped on the buttons randomly. It wasn't unusual. Then I heard her paws moving, followed by strange, outside. That's when I sat up. Cookie never combined words like that unless she meant something specific. Even then, it was rare. I didn't go check. I told myself I didn't need to. Probably a raccoon or a neighbor walking by. Something normal. Eventually, the house went quiet again. In the morning, I checked outside. Nothing. No footprints, no movement on the camera, no notifications from the doorbell. Just nothing. I brushed it off. But over the next few days, it kept happening. Always at night. Always the same first word. Strange. Sometimes followed by outside. Sometimes just repeated, over and over. And every time, I stayed in bed longer than I should have. Because something about the tone, the timing, it didn't feel random. It felt deliberate. A week later, things escalated. I was working from home when Cookie suddenly ran to the buttons and pressed. Strange. Then she froze, completely still. Ears back, tail low, not barking, just staring toward the hallway. I followed her gaze. Nothing there, but I felt it. That subtle shift in the air you can't explain, like walking into a room where someone was just standing. "Cookie?" I said. She didn't move. Slowly, she pressed another button. Look. That wasn't one she used often. I swallowed and stepped into the hallway. Checked every room. Closet, bathroom, spare bedroom. Empty. When I came back, she was still standing there, waiting, like she expected me to find something. That night, I decided to review the camera footage. We had a cheap indoor cam pointed at the living room, the same area as the buttons. I scrubbed through hours of nothing. Then I hit 2:17 a.m. Cookie walked into frame. Calm, normal. She pressed. Strange. Then she turned. Not toward the door. Not toward the window. Toward the hallway. The same hallway I checked earlier. And she just stared for almost a full minute. Then She stepped back, like she was making space for something. I rewound it, watched it again. That part got to me, because she didn't look scared. She looked aware, like she was acknowledging something that was already there. I started sleeping with the bedroom door closed after that, which I never used to do. Cookie stayed closer to me too, always within arm's reach. But the buttons didn't stop. If anything, they got worse. More specific. More personal. One night around 3 a.m., I woke up again to the sound of my voice.
But this time, it wasn't strange. It was something else. Something I hadn't taught her to use together. Come. Then, come. Here. I felt my chest tighten. I hadn't recorded that phrase as a command, not like that. And Cookie never used come on her own. Ever. I didn't move. Didn't breathe. Just listened. Then came the last press. Slow. Clear. Anna. My name. My actual name. Not something I programmed for her to use. Just my name. Recorded in my own voice. I checked the buttons the next morning. Every single one. None of them were programmed with my name. I know that for a fact, because I never recorded it. I don't use the buttons anymore. They're all unplugged, stacked in a box in the garage. But sometimes, late at night, I still hear it. Faint. Muffled through the walls. My own voice. Calling me. Like it's still waiting for me to come out there.
At first, it's easy to ignore it. You tell yourself it's random, just noise, just instinct. But when it keeps happening, when the behavior starts to feel intentional, that's when it changes. Because in this next story, the dog wasn't trying to escape anything. It was watching something, waiting, like it already knew it wasn't alone in that house.
I don't believe in anything paranormal. Never have. That's important to understand before I tell this, because I've spent weeks trying to explain it, and I still can't. I was house sitting for my friend Steve. Big place, middle of nowhere, the kind of house that feels too quiet at night. He warned me it could get creepy. I laughed it off. I've never been the type to scare easily. The first night was normal. The dog, his golden retriever, was calm, friendly, slept in the room with me, no issues, until 3:21 a.m. That's when the barking started. Not normal barking, aggressive, relentless, the kind that doesn't stop. I went downstairs and found him in the kitchen, staring at the basement door, hair standing straight up, growling low, deep in his throat. I called his name, Nothing. He didn't even look at me, just kept staring at the door. I grabbed a knife from the counter, not because I believed anything was there, but because I wasn't stupid either. I opened the basement door. The dog lost it, started pacing, barking louder, but he wouldn't go down, wouldn't even cross the threshold. I turned on the light and started down the stairs, calling out, trying to sound confident. The basement was empty, completely, but halfway down, I noticed something. The dog had stopped barking. Silence. I turned around. He was still at the top of the stairs, but he wasn't looking at me anymore. He was looking behind me. I felt it before I turned. That same pressure, like someone standing too close. I turned slowly. Nothing there, just the empty basement. When I got back upstairs, the dog wouldn't leave my side, wouldn't eat, wouldn't settle, just stayed close, watching, listening. The next night it happened again. Same time, same barking, same door. But this time, I didn't open it. I just stood there with him, listening. That's when I heard it. From the other side of the basement door, a soft sound, like movement or breathing. I told myself it was pipes or the house settling. It had to be, but the dog knew better. I could feel it. Then, slowly, the doorknob moved, just slightly, not turning fully, just enough to make a sound. The dog started whining, backing away, but I couldn't move. I just stood there, staring at the door, waiting for it to open. It never did. The knob stopped. Everything went quiet. I didn't sleep that night, or the next. When Steve got back, I told him everything. He didn't laugh, didn't question it. He just nodded. Then he said something I wish he hadn't. He said, "Yeah, he does that sometimes." I asked what he meant. He hesitated, then told me. The previous owner died in the basement. I didn't ask anything else. I didn't need to. I just keep thinking about the dog, the way he looked past me, the way he reacted before anything happened. Because whatever was down there, it wasn't trying to get out. It was checking if we knew it was already upstairs.
The worst part about stories like this is that nothing is ever confirmed. No clear figure, no explanation. Just reactions, patterns, warnings that only make sense after the fact. And maybe that's the real problem. Not that something is there, but that you wouldn't know until something else reacts to it first. So tonight, if you hear something out of place, or your dog suddenly starts acting different, pay attention. Because whatever it is, might not be trying to hide from you. It might be waiting for you to finally notice it too.